So we're gonna date some killers today. I have already played this on my own, and we went for Wraith. I say we, me went for Wraith. But we have a lot of other characters to go for, you know? So let's just jump on in and date some people. I played for 21 hours. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Did I? Hold on. No, I didn't. Silly Billy. That was probably 21 minutes. Before we get started, what should we call you? Soap. Right, let's go. The music's banging. The music's banging. Makes me go like this. I was going to say, is this game not going to load either? You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Soap. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay, then. As I was saying... You look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile bugs worms another ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Well, I'm not gonna dig up the face. I'm saying that right now. We're just gonna close our eyes and pretend it's not gonna happen. Just close your eyes and pretend. You close your eyes. This must be a nightmare, right? This is not happening. This is not happening. The mantra centers you, and you're briefly able to find peace. The lapping waves go silent, and for the first time in your entire life, it feels like you're in control. When you open your eyes... Oh, money! You're in the exact same place, except now, that disgusting corpse face is smiling at you? Even the dead have wondrous time on our island, I promise you. You will too. Don't worry, you're gonna be just fine. We wouldn't want anyone else. Well, that was sure weird, that voice again. Do oceans normally talk? My memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans don't speak directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation. You feel something soft bump into your foot. Wha-bam! It's a ball. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Titties! Oh, whoa! Wow, more titties! Hey Carl, how you doing? What a way to come in. Whoa, big titties! Beautiful. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you. Fire your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? Is that what we're going for? Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do? We'll toss it back. We don't want to die, you know? We don't want to die. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in the Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. I don't know why she's got that accent, but she does. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hands. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps, maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Did I hear you did hear titties. You did hear titties. Look, you can see them. Titties. Try hard much? Blech. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realise that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually batter volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn! They are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Soap. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Look, it's got the blood. It's got the blade. I'm not quite sure what this is. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they are here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that, or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah? Not yet? Hey Soap, you might want to know. You might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. Oh god, very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Very, very attractive. Look at me. I'd say I'm very attractive. That's what you think very attractive is, compared to this? Trapper flexes, and his muscles are so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins. If you could have any sewer power, what would it be? Invisibility. Invisibility? Same, although sometimes I think I already am. What's your best subject in school? Well, it weren't bloody maths. We're gonna be cool. We're gonna be cool. Skipping class. You could say I majored in skipping class. If I had ever gone to school, I'm sure I would have done great in skipping class. I prefer skipping over walking. Almost always. What's your favourite animal? What's a mustelid? I'm gonna say cat for now because I don't know what a mustelid is. Definitely a cat. What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm a typical cute goth girl I have some specific love for all things cats, and more specifically, black cats? Well, I do, but you could all go to hell anyway. What's your favourite colour? Blue. Blue. Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy. Ayo, what? What's your dream job? Not working at all. Indeed. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. You got called lazy. I did, but I like the colour blue. I like the colour blue. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Best flavour of ice cream? Chocolate. My favourite flavour is pain. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavour ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator, you rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule of this island. Even for faceless voices. Look. I can't read good. Tell me, what's the best flavour of ice cream? Chocolate. You got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you mint chip was where it's at. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. It's weird because I call it... What do we call it here? Chocolate. Mint chocolate chip. Yeah, that's the one. Now try it again. Tell me, what's the best flavour of ice cream? Mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. I didn't want to end the game, but I'm sure if I kept saying chocolate, he would game over me. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants to start getting to know them. Hey, what? I'm sure the group wants you to... I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hey, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everybody else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the thing I do hate, I really hate. You know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not make part. Give me a sec, let me just reset. It's better to choose to just not take part. Right, okay, English guys, English. Jeez. It's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh wait, no. I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hi, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yep, there it is. I know if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog boy. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders? What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Let's go to the yacht, bro. Let's go to the yacht. Perfect, you obviously have a modicum of taste and good judgment. At least I hope you do. Guess we'll find out. Worst case, we'll find out how strong your bones are, how heavy you are to pick up and throw, and how fast your lifeless body sinks. Should be a pretty chill day regardless. Look at them muscles. Look at them muscles, bruh. He's a bit dirty. But look at them muscles. Hold on. For just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murder's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway. I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that has started to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venture of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible. And don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you could do is help us get off this Dwight. Yes, pardon me. Please, follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with? These two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? No. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, yeah. That's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to go to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodation than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out, very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all the money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decision matters. Mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? I'm still picking the yacht, bro. I didn't change my mind. Trapper is very pleased with your choice. Not just because he owns the boat either. Clearly you understand the importance of appreciating the finer things in life. Why is his eyes purple? Is Trapper dead? Because it said they all had like an undead aura about them. Are they all dead? I didn't think he was. But maybe? Unfortunately though, this means those uncouth heathens are now on my beautiful boat. I'll make sure to help wash it as soon as they leave. Not exactly a genial host, but what he said isn't even the worst thing about this comments. It's that he made them in front of everybody else. Loudly. They're used to it at this point though, so it's time to get to the good stuff. Eating. As the guest of honour, you can choose the appetizer. Here's the menu. What do you want served? You can't choose beef carpaccio, veggie hummus platter, something in. Is that French? Yeah, we're gonna go fancy. You know, we're on a yacht. We might as well go fancy. I'll take well, I don't know how to say it, but whatever this is, I think it's French. You point at the most foreign-sounding item on the menu. Soap, you got cold fingers. No? Why? I know I'm blue, I might look cold, but I'm alright. Do you have cold fingers? Yours are frozen. Well, what would you like me to do about that? What would you like me to do about that? You can put them inside Mikey to... We haven't... How do I do the heating? Well, sucks to be you because I have it right here. I'll put it on, hold on. Can't believe you're interrupting my stream for this. Put the heating on. My fingers are cold. I have to sit here all day, Michael. I have to sit here all day. in the cold, not wanting to put the heating on. Alright, it's going. It should start warming up in a sec. You're really sorry? You should be sorry. I'm trying to get some titties. And you come in here and you're like, you didn't even tell me what you wanted. You just came in here like, are your fingers cold? Are your fingers cold, bro? Because mine are. That's what you sound like. I'm gonna go back to reading now, okay? And not quite, but need some. And that's usually what you miss. Look. I need to know. I need to know if I'm just being me. You know? Like, sometimes I'm just cold because I'm cold. And no one else is cold. It's just me. It happens all the time. I'll be sat there like, oh, bloody hell, I'm freezing my titties off. And then everyone else will be like, no, it's not cold. What are you talking about? But, you know. I'm gonna get some titties now. If you guys have anyone that you want to go for, let me know and we'll do it. I'll also need help with the answers because if you get it wrong, you die. You die. I don't know what it is, but I'm here, so why not try something new? In fact, we'll take 2. Honestly, I have no idea what I just ordered. I'm trying to vibe with and roll with the punches. Whoa, I get it. I don't exactly like it, but I do dig it. Do the unexpected thing. Don't play their game. Oh, you dig it, do you? Well, I hope you really vibe with no substitutions, which is what Soap just pointed at. Oh. Oh. At least you knew it was French. Don't worry though, I prepared for this possibility. Dwayne, Cloris, bring out the pigs in a blanket for these simpletons. Bro, pigs in blankets are beautiful. He definitely knows their real names are Dwight and Claudette. The survivors arrive with trays of food as everyone stands around and makes conversation. Enjoy! Please, for our sake. They catch Trapper glaring at them for daring to speak directly to you, but Dwight pushes on anyway. Can we get you anything else? Thank them. Thank you. I'm all set, but thanks for the great service. I mean it. Fantastic. Oh, they love me. Wow, no one ever thanks us for anything. Thank you for thanking me, for thanking you, for thanking me. What's hard to talk about what? Just English in general? I'll thank you kindly for never speaking out loud to my guests without being spoken to first. Now scram. Now that the help is gone, the killers, it's hard to talk about these nuts in your mouth. And I'm gone. Forever. I'm gone. You know, killers is a bit harsh. They haven't killed anyone today, anyhow. Should we call them suitors or something? I don't know. That lacks a bit of a punch. I'm sticking with killers. The killers have begun to hover around you. They each seem to be waiting for a moment alone with you. Except Wraith. He seems to be studying in the corner of the room, deftly avoiding any engagement with you at all costs. Who were you allowed to steal your way for a quick second? Right. Who are we going with? Trapper. I've already done Wraith, so we're not doing Wraith. Trapper, Spirit, or Huntress. Do we want big peck titties, or do we want titty titties? It's a very good question. I mean, I don't think anyone likes... We love big titty emo girls. But one has big titties and one has massive thighs. You know, this is a choice we have to make. Thighs? Or someone who's chopped up, like literally look. She's got no arm. It's gone. He's gone. The one with the blue hair already. You look between Huntress and Trapper and catch the spirit's eye. You like a woman who can crush. She's glowering at you. Once she has seen you, she locks on and floats over without looking away once. Tell me the truth, and I'll know if you're lying. You only chose this yacht so you could get a better look at it. Because you're already planning how to sabotage it. Right? Right? Oh damn, look at them titties. Trust me, just go with it. Of course you are. These big dumb boats are so obscene. They're nothing but floating tributes to the wasteful megalomania of the uber-wealthy. I want to die of suffocation or crossed skull, both made by thighs. Well, this lady has glass in her thighs, so I think she'd also stab you. This pleasure barge belongs on the bottom of the ocean, but not before the obnoxious elites who believe this kind of lifestyle is righteous are chained up inside of it. Excellent idea to punish them for their excesses. We'll watch as their screams bubble up from their watery grave. Congratulations on getting the full spirit experience so quickly. Or condolences. Either or. Everyone, put down your appetizers. I am bored, and on my yacht, that's unacceptable. Declan? Yes, sir? Prepare a libation? Libation? Something that will impress our new guest. By the looks of them, shouldn't take much. He's such a bully. Carla, make sure we've got both boozy and non-alcoholic versions available. Nobody has to drink if they don't want to. I'm a killer, not an asshole. Declan, Clara, I thought their names were Dwight and Claudette. Who the hell are Dwight and Claudette? Hey, Daryl, Christina, you know those two. Maybe they work on that other island. You, Soap, ready your mouth hole. You want a 10-hour video of Soap trying to read, but... You want an audiobook of me trying to read? Yo, I think you would suffer more than me. I'm getting better. I must admit, I am getting better. Ready your mouth hole. Wow, this guy really knows how to sell a drink. While undoubtedly crass, he does have a point. A mini-game is incoming, and the success or failure of your quest may very well depend on your readiness of your... mouth hole. I think you'd have a stroke. Maybe. Minigames also consist of two parts. On the top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you'll lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. If you've played Dead by Daylight, this skill check. If you haven't played it, then you've no idea what I'm talking about. You have 50 Pokemons? Hell yeah, let's go. Ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? I'm ready. Away we go. The party never stops. Shots, shots, shots. Oh, perfect. Oh, that wasn't quite as perfect. Oh, that was perfect. No! I just freaking... Thank you for the alert, Fox. Thank you. Maybe we can get Soap to play some reading games. I learned to read with Arthur's reading game on my dad's Macintosh. Oh, God. Soap's first reading game. You also forgot to... Whoa, everything is so shiny. This whole amnesiac thing is already a lot to take in without also pouring a bunch of drinks on top of it, so it's not unexpected that you didn't perform perfectly. Lucky for you, my desire for perfection is only matched by my enjoyment in watching losers fail publicly. But don't expect luck to get to you though, this forever. Don't expect luck to get you through this English. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing? How are you doing? I am excited for the weekend. I have to work over the weekend, but I'm still excited for the weekend. Overwhelmed by the afternoon's activity, you feel yourself spinning out of control. Was it the drinks? The pressure to perform? The rocking of the ship? Smartly, you pound a pitcher of water before everyone goes dark around you. And it turns out a quick nap was just what you needed. I love a nap. I love to nap. When you come to, Dwight and Claudette are somehow already back on shore, waving at the boat. I'm pretty sure that means it's time to head back and leave this yacht behind. What a shame, too. Trapper planned to serve live monkey brains as an entree. You're dying inside more and more everyday reality is set for failure. You sound like Spirit, bro. You sound like Spirit. Seems the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fancy epic like you'd find on a cable. I read that completely wrong, but it is fine. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. How do you expect me to get big titty goth girls without the right lingo? True, true. I must admit, you do have the right lingo. And oh, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to a certain other people either. To start with, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh, hello, mate. Big titty, exactly, big titty goth girls. Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him expected, sir. I'm sorry. I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flushed. Hey there, you're looking good, so real good. Oh, he was nice to me. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit next to together. Sit next to together. Sit next to together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. You are witnessing Hooked on You. We are dating a bunch of killers. And we're gonna get some titties. Thumbs up. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side. The rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. I always sit next to together with my friends. Tonight's meal were prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. I wonder, like, when I read, like, the letters aren't getting muddled up. I can see the words, right? I can see the words, and in my head I say the right word. But coming out of my mouth, it's the wrong word. Sounds like a plan. At least you have priorities in the right order. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I do. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. You toss the words in the wrong order. Yeah, it's weird. I'm just like, ugh. I just need to chill out a little bit. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. I think it's KFC. I think it's KFC. I think it's KFC. My favourite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Enough yapping, let's eat. Hey Soap, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? Our man spirit is a meat Karen. Nah, that was Wraith. Wraith is the one that's saying like, ooh, it's murder. This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Whoa, he's right for a change, because I am, with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. Twain? What? I've broken. Why have I broken? Oh, no, I'm back. I was in such shock I broke. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean where the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop. Please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Asgard. Which Goliath would you climb, the Huntress or the Trapper? That's a good question. I'm just like looking at them both right now, and I definitely think I'd have to go with the Huntress because the Trapper is too mean. And I'm not into that. I'm not into being called, you know, a dummy or a nitwit or a loser. So I just cry all the time. You know? Just cry all the time. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey, Soap. I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean, dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 40? That's not a 40. 72 hours straight. I'm like in the Huntress 2 fairs. Yeah. The Trapper's just too mean, you know? And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus? Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigame, let's go. We know how to play. Right, guys, I'm gonna chop the shit out of Kevin. I'm ready. I'm freaking ready. Slice! 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 Oh! Slaw! Yes, let's go! That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which obviously involves lisking their masks and shoving food behind them, are nasty. It probably sounds like that. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think some mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it would be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, so number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut is on my abdomen? I don't think my digestive tracts connect anymore. Between the food and the behaviour of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you tell them? This is gross, I'm sorry, look at that seagull. I'm sorry, bro. Actually, it's not the food or the company. I'm just super self-conscious how I look when I eat. I was just preventing to be grossed out by dinner, so I have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if I made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry about what everyone thinks. It's so important to always remember people are watching you, judging you. Definitely not ignoring you, right? Guys, is anybody listening to me? Thank you for the lurks, Devon. Typically, a group that includes one, if not more cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now, you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? For this play, holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Take a little. You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cold water into your mouth. Oh, she's sweet. She's cute. She's nice to me. Oh, good. You're okay. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been such a long time since I had a normal, healthy, happy living person around. Usually I'm just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's heads open with a hatchet before I really get to know the person they are. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. You feel nervous in her arms, not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, because she's beautiful. Yes, beautiful. But I was gonna narrate that fact, not, say it out loud as a single word like some creep. Beautiful mask, your bunny mask, it's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery, but now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store, be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flicking across her eyes. But she hasn't tried to kill you yet. So that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see the Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? She offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. Sure, I'll take your meat. When on Murderer's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you are really hungry, and you can chow down on jerky essentially, right? You friggin' might be. Did she do your head in? I'd love some. After a moment of quiet chewing on what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? Dang, you're really going there? You do not play around, so? Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up in these personal questions. Kudos to you, so. Look at her little face. There was this one deer that looked at me quite proactively in a clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? Hear the faintest giggles bubble out from behind the Huntress's mask. She hasn't bashed my head in yet, sad. Oh my god. For God's sake. You're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who is definitely still alive and not dead at all. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow or show off some of your knowledge of advanced humaning? We'll show her a thing or two. You know, she does have the potential to do our heads in, but I think she'd appreciate it, you know? You silly goose. You chuckle before reaching for the bag of jerky. Take the barrette off and collect a lock of Huntress's hair, clipping it back into an attractive swoop. Much better. Huntress is so happy that you taught her something new about human trinkets. She touches the clip in her hair with a shy smile. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, and they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of the evening schedules. That's strictly slotted in for after the campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go! Alright, I'm going. Chill out, Jesus. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette pick up an announcement. Quickly make an announcement. You're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their spooky special nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favourite activity. This is a narrator-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? Who will we decide? Who will we decide? You're not here for my reading skills. You're not. We're just getting the titties. Oh great, we have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head off clean. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling. You realise this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everybody, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before. Even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true, it is fair to pick up on the newbie. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule? Even once? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash and slice. I could read that. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody! But we still gotta get started on story time. So, Soap, who do you think should go? Ugh, damn it. That's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Well, we kind of got a bit of backstory from Huntress, so maybe should we go with I know we're gonna go for her, but I want to hear Huntress's story, you know, because I mean, Huntress, she came to us, she helped us, you know, and then we put a hair clip in her hair, and she loved it. I think that's true love. I'm just saying. I choose you, Huntress. Whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Huntress steps up to tell her story. The campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. There is a village outside the deep and ominous red wood. No child dare step foot past the threshold of thick trees and brush that separated safely from the unknown. Grown men that ventured in often would never return, and the sounds that echoed out into the village were something inhuman. The woman of the town told a story to the young children, hoping that it would be enough to dissuade them from curious exploration beyond the boundaries of the village. They told of a creature that lurks in the woods, half woman, half beast, singing like a siren, haunting, beautiful, her voice the last relic of her humanity. It lulls all who hear it into her domain, and not precocious. Yeah, precocious child, nor fierce soldier can escape once you are in her clutches. Those who have seen her say she wears a mask of hair, stained with blood of so many poor souls. The hatchet she wields has been brought down brutally on the skull of many as an unsuspecting hunter. The nightmare doesn't end there, for what's a hungry beast to do in the frigid winters with nothing but hunter meat to live off of? It is said that the Huntress, as the villagers call her, couldn't bring herself to kill the young girls she came across in the forest. Instead, they'd suffer an even worse fate. Longing for a child of her own, she'd bring them back to her secluded cabin to keep them safe. She'd wrap a tight cord of rope around their necks and affix them to the wall. That way they'd be warm. That way they'd be out of harm's way. Hey, whoa. She couldn't have a child, so she took these children who wandered into the forest. She put a cord around their neck and put them on the wall. Okay. The Huntress would even bring the girls presents, toys she pilfered from other bodies, masks she's fashioned out of things from cottage, and little dolls made of grass and twigs. But these toys did nothing but quell the children's fear. Within days, the girl would waste away from starvation and dehydration. For all her good intentions, the Huntress had never learned how to take care of a human child. You see a tear creep down from underneath Huntress's mask. Suddenly, the most beautiful singing voice you've ever heard fills the air. Sleep, my darling tiny one, tucked within your bed so tight, else the old grey wolf will come and grab you by your side. There's a brief moment of silence, and you feel the need to contribute to this stirring moment. Join in singing. I'll join in singing. Singing. He'll snatch you up between his teeth, if on the bed's edge you sleep, and drag you to the forest deep, beneath the quaking tree. Huntress can't believe you know this song. You share an intimate glance across the campfire. So close your eyes and fall asleep. Count the little woolly sheep, tucked so tightly you must keep, or he will come for you. The song ends and you are both met with silence around the campfire. You are, no way, I'm not actually singing. I did my, oh. That's all you're getting from me, silly billies. I don't know the song. I don't know that. Look, it's gone now. You want me to sing it? Okay. I love that song. Baka Shaka, the old Soviet lullaby, right? It is the song my mother used to sing to me before bed every night. But now I must go. The memories, they are so much. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds before Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. I got no friends, but like, I've played Dead by Daylight before and I didn't realise that was her story. I would like my eardrums and windows left in one piece, thanks. Carl, you just can't be coming up in here. Carl, you can't just be coming up in here, right? You can't just be coming up in here. You can't be doing that. But yeah, I didn't realise that was her story. So she wasn't trying to kill them. She just didn't know they needed food and water. You don't like him? Why? Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? I'm doing like my smolder right now. Soap doesn't have the smolder, but Soph has the smolder, okay? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in the ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. So I'm gonna be an anime character with the smolder. Hell yeah. I mean, if like dating sims are gonna be like the thing, I do need a smolder, you know. Baby. Yeah, that's how he said it. No way did he go baby. He went baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Huntress approached you. Oh, hello there. Of course you liked my story. Who wouldn't? It had everything. Cute kids, dead men, a huntress. I find that all stories are better with the sound of a burning fire filling the air around you. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat barbecue than smell like it. Let's rinse off all that campfire with a dip in the hot tub, shall we? Oh. 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 Dipping in hot tubs with the Huntress? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Get wet with her, exactly. Just don't forget our little talk. Gotta ask Mum first. I don't remember anything. I don't remember having a mum. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Before you run off, I wanted to make something clear. You know that half woman, half beast I was talking about in my story? That's me. I'm her. Really? Oh, I would not have guessed. No way, how cool! That's really awesome. Thanks for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. Huntress Forks shyly twirls her hair. Tell the truth. What did you think of my tale? Do I have the makings of a best-selling author such as the comedic mastermind Dotscovy? It was a really well-told narrative. Clear beginning, middle and end, riveted from the start. Plus the woman in the forest, I mean, you, are clearly not a true villain. You were just a traumatized child. Stocks said no. Aww. Stocks, why won't you let me get in the hot tub with the big titty lady? Hey Chris, how you doing? Stocks, why can't I get in the hot tub with the sexy lady? Why can I not? Okay, now you're just being a suck-up. Huntress's eyes leer at you from behind her mask. She's had her time in the spotlight and is playing coy now. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Yeah, I'm alright, thanks. Call out her tight. Oh, I'm just gonna go. You chuckle awkwardly at Huntress's statement at the obvious. Why are you laughing? I can't help but giggle when I am both about to die and also maybe falling in love. Linda has become the mummy. Linda, can I get in the hot tub with this lady, please? You can't believe how awkward this intimidating woman seems right now. It's actually pretty endearing. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly, despite your steamy company. It's a little chilly, and your bare shoulders must be freezing. Let's head back to the fire and put me to bed, eh? No soap, you need to clean your room first. Aww! But Linda, I don't want to clean my room. Linda, are you joking me? Look, this lady, look. Linda, no. Linda, why are you so mean? I wanted to get some puss. Linda, why you no let me get puss? We hate to intrude on whatever smooth moves you're about to unveil themselves. This is you, Linda. This is you. Because I am jealous. Fair. You're not allowed to get in hot tub with strangers. I've been talking to her all day. We're not strangers, bro. I've been talking to her all day. And we've had some nice times. But it's time for bed. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting. But after a today like today, I'm pretty tuckered out. Will I see you tomorrow, Soap? You just missed her motorboating her, for God's sake. Only if I don't see you first. You make a cute little bow hunting motion. Huntress catches the imaginary arrow you shoot at her teeth. You shoot in her teeth and then bites down hard, snapping it in half. At least you think that's what she's doing? It's kind of hard to tell. That's what many victims of serial killers are. Oh! Why? Bro, if you ain't strangers, what's the name of her mama? The Huntress? I don't know what her mum's name is. It's all nice and good until they chop your leg off. Oh no, she's gonna get me right in the noggin. Good night, my little Is she gonna turn me into jerky? But look at them titties. I'm sure that wasn't a reference to actually eating you. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Huntress's story of the half-human, half-beast that abducted all those innocent children, and an attempt to save them that led to their doom. Are you a mistaken prisoner here on this island? Is this your salvation, or will it be your demise? I feel that is more of a threat than a flirt. No! Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, and their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologise for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest. We're gonna make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and a blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps the music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. My mum got you a ramen bowl. Oh, hell yeah! You should try it out right now. Damn, that sounds lovely. Right, guys. Ready. We have to pick some music. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial to fix it. 90. Let's see what's on this station. Finna eat these noodles, hell yeah. What's this music? I hate it. It's scary. Sure, we'll listen more. Oh, I thought you meant listen more to the station. Oh yeah, this is scarier. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Wow. I think that's easy. Huntress, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Huntress appears in an instant. You didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. What the fuck is that? If a Soviet lullaby doesn't work, this special mushroom tea has always done the trick. When I'm not coating the blade of my hatchet in it to ease the passing of my victims, I'm steeping it in a hot, piping mug of water. Try it. You do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. By now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Had a good time on the private yacht today, huh? That comforting rocking sensation? That was all me. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Oh! Ray stares at you awkwardly. He says nothing, just stares. You look around to see if there's something going on behind you, or on either side, but nope, just staring. Oh, you're awake! I saw you with the Huntress right before bedtime. Are you making some sort of, alliance? You with... Ray scans the horizon. Them? I'm just making sure you are who you say you are. I've been burned before, and something seems off about this island since you've arrived. Even more off than usual. Are these just... Yeah, this is the, Dead by Daylight hunting. Dead by Daylight dating sim. Dead by Daylight dating sim. Dead by Daylight dating sim. Dead like out here. You know? Maybe we could talk more about that tomorrow. It's just, since you got here, I just think we could really have a nice day tomorrow together. It's just, you have no idea how long I've been here with these monsters, to be honest. I have no idea either. They're just awful, boring and loud and stupid. You're different. There's finally someone here on my level. You're thoughtful, interesting, gentle. I think we could, you know, have fun. I could show you some cool stuff if you want. If you don't, that's totally cool. Totally cool. I get it. No pressure. In fact, probably just forget I was here. Good night. Finally alone for real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Yeah, Chris, we're gonna try and date the Huntress. I mean, we were gonna go for the spirit, but the Huntress just, you know, she wants it. She wants all of this. And I'm not gonna say no. Why work hard when you can just, you know? Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, jeez. It is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to camera. I think today went really well. There were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do. Attractive. Mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mum in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my sarafan. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think he knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill. And Trapper, oof. Where do I begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Shoosh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear and human. I'm as fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. If I'm being honest, I just want to kill just about everybody I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. For this person, for some reason I would like them to continue living for now. One full step and... well, you know, everybody calls me the Trapper for a reason, and they better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm gonna kill the Chiron guy. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realise I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what will happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks me as beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it, circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay? Those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me, throw me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Well, okay. I'm not quite sure why everybody loves me when we've only been talking to Huntress, to be honest. You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by a campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Oh, okay, that looks interesting. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanour, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island now is that never mind, he left. Well, at least he bought you a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that! What the hell? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get their name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not a coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, or torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up to review, not an eternal prison of pain. And please, make sure to leave a review, it really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So, can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient possibility... How does a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognise the ocean to speak out of its turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I'd submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even if a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review, if it was crafted with love and or, that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean's right, a lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies. That's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. So they're just saying rate the game 10 out of 10 if there's any bugs, just get fucked. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment. Not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make great points. Oh sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course, apologies, Soap. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time on the island? Yes, I've been having a lovely time. If I were to summarise my time here, I'd call it a lovely time. Ah, lovely. We love to hear that because isn't that what this place is all about? Finding love? No. Shut up, Dwight. You'll get us all killed again and again and again. We do need to ask you one more question though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement? Disparagement agreement? Yeah, sure. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Soap, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Guys, okay? You're signing this too. Don't think you're getting out of it. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey Soap, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games, resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I fear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes, bacon, and... So much for maintaining those beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magical pals will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You place your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats I guess. Whether you survive today is a 50-50 at best. Good luck? Well, That was bizarre. Back to your breath. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. I feel a stirring inside my animal heart, something I've never felt before. It's almost like the feeling right before I go in for the kill. But softer, warmer. Sounds like it'd be love, or maybe just indigestion from all that raw beef she had last night. Ah well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast to... And just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did. Or should I say I did not? I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for the familial. I know that's like family. Familial revenge thing. And last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh hey, that yesterday? That was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not too much fun. That would be weird, but like a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep 'em wanting more. You're getting gold at this game, or you're getting gold? Says good. Sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get any breakfast, but so be it. We're gonna pass out again. We're just gonna pass out again. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Yeah, I guess. That's okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like a person I'm getting to know the most. It's you, narrator. It's okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there, a little more. Oh yeah, that's it, yeah. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even, whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and you can hear them. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Oh, come on, a little privacy please. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eye. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was there. And that I could hear you. Well, you know. Know what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him, Dwight? Aha! Ah! Ah! You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it never's been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all of our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Soap. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday, in short, was a lot. So far, today's been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up the sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's not a tree at all, it's, hey babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What was that about? Some kind of forced check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is done. No one should eat before noon or after 4 PM. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out, if you play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends, just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some slow, deep breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people won't leave you alone. Let's see what it is this time. Ah yes, Huntress, that makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry, floods your brain? Should you pack a picnic, bring your swimsuit, a pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. But of course, you washed up on this island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. You look up at the towering goddess, trying to form a sentence, when suddenly, before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the trapper interjects. I demand that you reconsider. Why settle for a bunny with a hatchet when you can have everything you've ever wanted? Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island really got me tilted. So who will it be? It'll be our bae, that's what it'll be. I gotta go with Huntress. Whee! She go whee! You and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look it up, thrums. It's a real word, I swear. Are these nerves of excitement, of terror? Isn't it fun to mix the sexy and the horrifying? Huntress is quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across the thorny bush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, having been desperate trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realise that you've arrived. A cabin in the woods, obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories. And you've come here willing with a fearsome killer. Great job. The cabin is so cosy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Huntress stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you gonna invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? Ha! No? Oh. Is it just me or did Huntress seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for a lover of the Fang. But hey, I don't judge. Come on, let's explore. We're gonna explore the tiny... Oh, it's cozy. You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but it certainly has a homey charm. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets lines the mantel. Something tells you that the people who once owned these things are not from this mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim? The thought gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? I could learn to like... no. It's so much. Are you a hoarder? Oh, that's not what I meant to say. Oh, Jesus. Are you a hoarder? Why do you need so many watches and umbrellas? Are those someone's reading glasses? They probably missed them in keys. Goodness, the keys. It's a bit much, isn't it? Huntress lights up. She's excited that you know what all of these random things are. Oh! She liked it. She liked that answer. What? I so very badly want to know why humans carry around so many peculiar accoutrements. It is a bit much, but means I've got plenty to share. Hey, take this. Why are you mad? Oh, a key! She gives you one of her precious shiny objects to keep. No one's going to talk about how Huntress doesn't know what a key is, but does know the word accoutrement. Okay, moving on then. Someone just said all anime is trash. Damn, why would they do that? They're trash. You know? I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many more goodies on the island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster is pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have interesting backstories and whatnot. A little gossip, huh? What are you playing at, Soap? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floors and falls into your arm. You're not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy taking this moment in... Crabs! Oh no, it's an attack! A horde of killer crabs invade through the crevices in the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you and the Huntress in swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? What's a shashka? What's a shashka? I'm just gonna... Can I say... I can't save this. I'm gonna shield. You step in front of Huntress, prepared to use your body to shield her from the onslaught of the crabbage. I'll save you, Huntress. Oof. Huntress can take care of herself. It's sort of her whole thing. Haven't you been paying attention? Hey, save some fun for me. Huntress is immediately between you and the crabs, hip-checking you out of the way before splitting open crab shell after the crab shell like your uncle at an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off of her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy to not be the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has a ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd really like to start a family one day. How about you? Maybe one day with the right person. Right. We're gonna go with of course. Of course, I love kids. Would love to be a parent one day. Huntress smiles. I loved my dear mother so much. I can't wait to have that sort of special relationship with my daughter one day. Teach her everything I know. And I won't be killed by some horrible elk. What were you like as a kid? You try to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering around the forest. Huntress chuckled. Her life's quite cute and soft. I was so innocent. We hunted to survive, then went back to the cottage and Mother would tell me stories, and we'd drink tea and imagine a life far away from the woods, somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she always wanted from me, but since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm, and everyone is so attractive, like thirst traps galore. You can't believe it's almost been half a year since you popped into it? Really? It's almost been half a year? That's crazy. Damn. But don't you get the feeling that something is coming for us? When did you first come in? Like, what game was I playing when you first joined? It was Road 96, right? I've been such for 5 months now. Hell yeah. Yeah, it was Road 90. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Oh no, she's on to very different game to that. But on to you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmares, visions of a dark cloud, Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares at the Billy, some sort of hypnosis? Quick, validate her theory and try to push it off. Totally. I think you're onto something. What do you know? How long have you all been here? Do you remember anything at all about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we are all serving some greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object that she stole from her near the stage where Trickster performs. It has some strange symbol on it. Oh. Trickster put them all here? Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass bottle, however. The label is interesting. She hands it over to you, but before she can explain her theory... I mean, I sold my soul to you, so I don't have much of a choice. Was Road 96 voiced? It wasn't, was it? I was reading that, right? Or was it voiced? I don't remember. Good game, but I don't remember. Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement, but it needs to happen back at the beach. Hey yo, we were gonna get some booty. You arrive at the beach and realise you were set up. There's no big announcement after all. What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry. It's true, exactly like the voice that we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says. We were forced to interrupt your lovely date. By another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love you won't be able to deny. Trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He is pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manly manliness brought to life. You were the first streamer I actually sighed. Aw! Yay! Thank you! Cute! It's because of my reading skills, right? Also, was he holding his breath under there the whole time for his cue? That's commitment to a bit I've ever seen. Heard you spent the day in quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yeah. I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think of how cozy we can get there in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of these pools that is half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. What is this as well? So if you're not being able to do the whole weekend for someone... It might just be a might. £110 is a lot. At the minute. I'll have to see. Like, I know it's like pretty much a year away. Like, my plan is to go for the whole weekend. But I don't want to say it like, oh yeah, because that's like a lot of money. But I'm sure I'll be able to save up enough, you know? Because you're just a very nice and fun person who I like talking to. Oh, thank you. You're gonna make me blush. You can't just be going in here like, haha, these nuts, and then being nice to me, you know? The way you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside. Wow, Trapper is the real deal, and by real, I do mean really, and by the deal, I mean evil. Plus, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life. With me, you get it both ways. Savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? Sometimes you like being nice to me. Well, I'm glad you sometimes like to be nice to me because I like it when you're nice to me. I'm getting the 81 and I am sod paying an extra 30 quid just to get in front of everyone. Oh! What, is that just like a you can go in early type deal, Chris? Ugh, as if. I'm impressed you can speak with implied quotation marks, very cool. This guy's a total douche nozzle. Try hard much? He's like the turn of the century Pacific Northwestern version of a Wall Street, bro. Trust me, it tracks. Foxyland? Foxyland? Ayo, what? Ayo, what? Patrick Bateman with a huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if he were brandishing a cleaver at you. Oh shit, he is. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm into a quieter lifestyle. I relinquish my independence and don't need someone to wipe my butt for me. You run back to the huge arms of the Huntress. She hugs you tight, so tight you think you feel the life leave your body for just a moment. But it hurts so good. Patrick Bateman. I don't know who that is. Hold on. Patrick Bateman. Oh, him! Okay. I know. I love American Psycho. Look, I'm not very good with names. Like, faces, I'm really good with. Like, I'll remember them. So I know his face. I just didn't know his name. That's the password for Fox's Valheim server. Well, if anybody wants to hack in, there you go. You know what? I'm impressed that you stood up to me. I appreciate someone giving me their honest opinion, even if that opinion makes me want to carve out your liver. And the butt wiping comment? That's not what I meant by clean up after you, but I'm hiring someone to do that for me at the moment. I get home. Trapper leaves you and you turn to the Huntress, walking in slow motion back to the water. It's pretty weird. He just gonna stay in there all night? Have you ever watched the movie American Psycho? No. I know what it is though. I've never watched it myself. Should we continue our date? Yeah. Fuck you, Trapper. I don't know what's wrong with me, but once I've like picked someone, I go all the way with them. Like, I don't want to deter out of it, you know? Yeah, it's when he kills that lady in the shower, right? The whole scene where it's like, ah! Huntress leads you back to her cabin. You thought you'd remember the way, but it's like the forest has completely changed. Nothing is familiar. Better not get lost out here. Can you believe that guy? Classic Trapper. Pulling a move like that? I'm so glad you chose me though. I don't think we've explored all there is between us yet. Shower? No. Oh. I thought, what's that movie then? The one where it's in the shower and it... She winks a bunny-masked eye and scoops you onto her back. Scoop? Huntress runs through the woods with you, piggyback riding her. The wind ruffles your hair. Animals clear a path for the mighty woodswoman as she races by, like the lead from that famous teen vampire drama in that one scene where he calls her a spider monkey. Huntress doesn't call you that. Whee! Eventually, she gently lowers you to the ground and you take in your surroundings, a wooded clearing in the forest. Huntress prances around like a deer in a meadow. I like to come here sometimes to clear my head and hack up a few cute woodland creatures. What's with the, like, West music? American Psycho is the movie where he's in a raincoat and kills a dude with an axe in that. Oh no, I've never seen that then. I have never seen that. What the fuck? I say that, but we are playing a game where I might get axed in the head. Foxes are my favourite to slaughter. They think they are so cute and sly, but I see right through them. They're just arseholes. Great with hot sauce. Huntress hears rustling and darts off to find its source, crouching down like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of the forest. Which way did you come from again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off. A mellifluous voice floats through the air, landing upon your ears like syrup honey. Come find me. I think the movie has a deeper meaning, so I like it a lot. Fair enough. Ready. Oh, fuck off. Absolutely fuck off. How? Oh! Tag! That was good. That was pure gaming skills. That was pure gamer skills, I'm not gonna lie. You must admit. You bop Huntress on the shoulder when you find her. She high-fives you. You trying to date this young lady or just bro down all day? You're so good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. Thanks. They say it takes 10,000 hours of practice to get good at something. Hey, they do say that. That was fun, huh? I keep trying to just relax and have a good time, but that's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, something terrible happens. What if we let our pants down? I had to. Oh, fuck, I've got to do that. Ready, I gotta do this again, That was pure luck last time. Yes! Shit! You missed completely. Tag! Ah, it's alright. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. That's fine. Like what? Sometimes I find your girls in the woods, like perfect little angels that need my protection. But if I turn my back for a moment, they end up dying. That got dark, but you feel like Huntress wouldn't admit this just to anybody. Oh look, Clawglet, and Dwight are back. Okay, we swear we're here for a good reason this time. Yeah, no one is manipulating us this time. It's just time for dinner. Come grab some grub. Okay, so she doesn't like pulling your pants down jokes. Okay, we need to be serious. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No. You are really feeling this whole romantic experience, but don't worry. I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not gonna do the gag where we cram all of them on the screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember. With your love on the line, everyone is being careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Wraith seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least you can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. I'm sick of watching everybody else gorge themselves while I'm preoccupied with, trying to get to the bottom of this never-ending nightmare, so tonight, none of that. I'm not really hungry anyway, so I say we just do a simple salad or something? The green kind, not the mayo kind. Mayo is gross. I'm fine with just lettuce, it doesn't have to be fancy. Not iceberg though, it has no nutritional value. Really? Iceberg lettuce is my favourite lettuce because it is crunchy. I love the crunch of my lettuce. If my lettuce ain't crunchy, I'm not munchy, Letting Wraith choose was a mistake. That's on all of us. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how you describe it to the others, say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. Tell of your brush with death. Joke about having kids. Brush of death, there we go. Today was nuts. We went to Huntress' secret cabin and killer crabs attacked us. It's true, I'll fall asleep tonight to the delicious sound of crunching crustaceans. That would never have happened on my yacht. I'd grind them up, more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kind of crabs. I have a little comb for the other kind. Man's got crabs. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bon appetit? Don't you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. I like the way you react when I'm nice to you, but remember I do mean it. I do know. I do know you mean it. But are you about to hit me with a D's nuts joke though? Are you about to hit me with that? Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around as they pick up your plate, take your napkin and dust the crumbs off the table. You would never. Oh, of course, you would never. What would you like to say to the servants? Thank them, of course. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you would please be so kind to follow us to the fire pit, we'd graciously appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. That was a big breath in, wasn't it? Whew. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here. So nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool. Now everyone is looking at you. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? The Wraith points his spine, skull, staff, thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now, you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive. We're all dead, bro. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Soap was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Yeah, I'll tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Let's do a romance story for our love. Oh wait, but she also likes adventure and action. What do we do? Let's go romance for our love. I'll tell a romantic story about two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily wolverine. Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a college. Yeah, they met at a party in college. He was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who's wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on his headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end it there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. I mean, we've already heard Huntress' story. Will she tell another one? Maybe. Sure thing. My neck of the woods isn't for horrifying mythology. Mother once told me a story of a young man who was travelling back home after the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. I just wanted some backstory details, to paint a picture. I'll paint you a picture if you want. The man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for the night underneath a majestic birch tree. That's when he saw the woman, naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow. Hot, I'm invested. They sang a haunting melody as they made their way downhill towards the inviting lake. Oh, like Lady of the Lake? Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the water. They turned to him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music, flutes, lutes, tambourines. The melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move beneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into the night, and the man grew weary. But when he tried to still his moving feet, he found that he could not. "Help! I cannot stop dancing," he cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. She drew near to him and saw her features distort into something horrific. She was bloated, an eye hanging from one socket, skin the colour of algae, a ruskala. I guess that's a rusalka, like a hag, a water hag. Her true self. "You'll never stop dancing," she screeched to him. "My sisters and I were drowned in this lake by men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment." The man cried out, "But it wasn't me." "Someone must pay," the rusalka, said, her voice filling with briny malice. And so the man danced and danced till his bones broke and his heart gave out. The dance of death. A silent beat as everyone takes in this macabre ending. But it's not all bad. Rusalkas are also fertility goddesses. If a lady had stumbled across them, she would have been blessed with a fruitful womb and probably some candy for the road. Damn. Does she really think that's a happy ending? I want what Huntress is having. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots as sequels, but I think every good story deserves follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Soap, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that, we don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. Go on, guys. What sequel would you bin? What sequel would you put in the bin? It's a sequel I was really looking forward to. And then I wanted to put it in the bin. I can't think of anything at the minute. I mean, I was disappointed by Iron Man 3 because I thought the Mandarin was going to be in it. But if I didn't have those expectations, I don't think I'd put it in the bin. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of films that have sequels that I wasn't, impressed with, but probably like Happy Feet 2, the new Star Wars films. Okay. I like how I just go with like Happy Feet 2. Or any Marvel film after Endgame. I'm not gonna lie, there has been a void in my heart ever since Endgame. I still enjoy the films, that's for sure. But there is a hole in my heart that will never be refilled, I think. And I'm gonna have to live with that. Multiverse of Madness wasn't bad. No, I liked it. But yeah, I still enjoy the films. But there's a little bit inside of me that is like, oh bruh, that's sad. For sure. You could fill my hole? Oh? Okay. Okie dokie then. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know what we need to get back to? That thing we do whenever we're not on screen? Okay. Have fun tonight and try not to, wink wink, end up dead. Why did you have to say the words wink wink out loud? What kind of double entrade are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know all of the people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She doesn't really belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear someone trash talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this to the hot tub so I can soak his bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough of talk of burns, things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be sat next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could? Just you and me. On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to some place more secluded Soap is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so the corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. You get that? You get that, guys? Yeah? This is some cyberpunk shit. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thrumming through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for a moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us maybe, we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going on. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you might not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murder Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that was taken. Which killer will you pick? Yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just heard hole in and had to, it's okay. I just didn't know how to respond. Huntress. Huntress. You know, I had a feeling you'd pick me. You've got good taste, and I don't just say that because I'm considering eating you. Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. You've never felt like a literal piece of meat this much in your life before. What have you gotten yourself into? Let's go over to the bar. I'm gonna make you something special. Oh, I'm gonna make you into something special. What the fuck? You and the Huntress whisk yourselves away to the bar, and when you arrive, you find an arrangement of arts and craft supplies? What? Absolutely not. Absolutely freaking not. This is usually a PG stream. Well, hasn't been recently, but usually a PG. And those are taxidermy tools? Cool, cool, cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. You wonder what's going through Huntress's head. Though she's bubbly and enthusiastic, you're always terrified she might snap. Something on your mind? She smiles. Drink this. What the fuck is that? Huntress hands you a seemingly normal tropical cocktail. If one were to drug you into some sort of state in which you could be operated on, these flavours would certainly hide the poison. You look around and consider what else there is to live for besides becoming Huntress's little toy, and the conclusion is, bombs away! You pound that drink. It's quite nice. I've been thinking about making you a present. A mask. Would you be into that? Yes, of course. I've always admired yours. What would you like? Fluffy cat mask, anglerfish mask, rabbit mask. Well, we can't do rabbit mask because that's her thing, right? We'll do a fluffy cat mask. Just the fluffiest white cat mask, like a marshmallow level of fluff. You can barely make out any features. What the fuck? Oh. Meow. Okay, I guess I asked. Well, I know what I'm going to be working on tonight, all alone in my skimpy pajamas. Huntress winks at you. This deserves a celebration. You thump your fist on the table like you're in some old-timey movie about horny Vikings, or surely? I kind of want to feel like a piece of meat. Why? Why? Russian ice farmers. More drinks, drinks for all my friends. Whoa, okay, slow it down. I don't even have that kind. We're not vibing, are we? We're not vibing, bro. Let's do something a bit more relaxing. Huntress, you've got lots of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors, maybe? Just a thought. Making more masks? Oh wait, making matching gloves? No, you little joker. I'm thinking of a different type of making. Making our victims die fast, medium, or slow deaths, depending on the mood we're in. It's another round of be careful what you wish for on Murder Island. I need your help. Doing something in a different place entirely? You read your mom, you read my mom, you read my mom, meet you there. I'm talking about mycology, you know, mushrooms. I picked a lot of them, and I'm very familiar with which ones make for a great soup base, and which ones make you super dead. I'll show you 2 mushrooms. You point at the one that's safe to eat. Okay, that sounds easy enough. I want to say this one looks like it's safe to eat, but because it looks like it's safe to eat, is it not safe to eat? I mean, I've fucked this up, haven't I? Like, we're just not vibing. I'm not getting the hearts anymore. So this one. Oops, that little fella is an autumn skullcap. After eating one, if the diarrhea doesn't kill you, the liver failure probably will. Oh, I knew it! Next up is one that's very easy. I'm sure you'll nail it. Point at the one that won't result in almost instant death if you eat it. This one? Ruh-roh! You would have just eaten a deadly dapperling, which is a name that is both adorable and, well, deadly. Adorable and deadly. You know anyone like that? Oh, Oscar man! Final question. What will make you jump for joy, and which will make you vomit until you die? Which one, Oscar? Which will make you jump for joy, and which will make you vomit until you die? I'm hanging on you here, bro. You must know. I've got them all wrong. Maybe green is good. Correct! That's a green cracking rustler. Sure, it might look mouldy, but I guess you shouldn't judge a mushroom by its gross green cap. Not everything is exactly as it appears at first glance. GG's, Oscar, GG's. That was fun, right? I like flexing a little more than just my biceps for you. Alright, let's see here. Tabulating your answers and... Not great. Not all wrong, but it only takes one poisonous mushroom to put you down for good. Guess you'll just need to keep me around so you don't shove anything deadly into your mouth. Huntress claps her hands giddily. I appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other killers are all very alluring in their own way. It means a lot that you spend time with a forest bumpkin such as myself. You're no bumpkin. You're a strong, independent woman. Don't demean yourself. Huntress leaps on you, knife to throat. I'll demean myself if I want to. She's angry but also turned on? This is pretty hard. We're here! Claudette and Dwight are gathering everybody onto the beach. Typical. Exactly what the voices said. I'm telling you, if I'm being honest, that you're the only one who can hear me. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sideline watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oi! Feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late, the sun is already setting. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean, you can get some beauty rest. My reading has gone out the window. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really. Getting to know the gang, the brain, the Mongol, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl, you know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream date and see who chooses soap. Alright, who's ready for round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Went from dating monsters to big strong bunnies. I mean, she is a strong bunny. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about their dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Wraith, why don't you go first? You look like you'd hate that. Stop talking. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer just to tell Soap privately. I don't really know I don't really know how that's gonna work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Soap? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we will find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And then maybe we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundary of what's acceptable, not only in polite society but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Oh, it's a swaddle. I love swaddle. Let's go. Why yes, thank you. I'd love to. So, Soap, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded? Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. If not, you're a maggot. Also, everybody, even confident sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. We already did this. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell ya, it's Primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clearly already that you're gonna pick me. I mean, true. Confident, mysterious, I like it. And everyone's up. Gosh. You'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. We didn't hear Spirit. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options that you're going to make a choice come to dawn. Yeah. English. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break. Let's go! And give them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition this entire time and I'm now just finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof. It's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slicers won't be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in his sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Eek, if you get rid of Wraith, he might cry, and although I totally support normalising men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. What sociopath are you eliminating? We're gonna go with Wraith, because we haven't spoke to him. Look, I'm here and I'm horny, and I'm not really getting positive reinforcement from you, Wraithy Poo. Please don't take this personally, it's just my opinion of you and who you are and what you're about deep down as a person. And how I don't like it. Like, give me something, you know, a kiss, a wink, hold my hand, finish telling me all about this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with. Or better yet, don't. Wraith rises, taller than you've ever seen him, and calmly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you would be different. I don't know how my last bit of hope in humanity hadn't been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You are just like the rest of them. There is no hope for goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape. Or burn everything and everyone to the ground. He leaves. Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind, because of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Soap when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... Wow! Their own mostly new trickster body, mostly new. The next best thing to a real trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try to stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right. It's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Soap. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No. Not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule. I go to sleep. Wow, what a crazy end to the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Sorry, I'm just gonna get a little drink. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. I can't help it if I have thick arms and legs that go until they stop. I knew we had a connection from the moment I saw them through my mask. You can never be sure what's going on in the newcomer's mind, but I like my odds for tomorrow. It's so fun hunting for love and not for food or vengeance or a change. I know I said some things when Soap kicked me out to the curb, and I just want to say I'm embarrassed for how I acted. Not what I said, though I stand by it. I want everyone to hear to burn. How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Soap's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly. But if Soap's goal is to get themselves killed, they're doing an amazing job. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not a part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute though. Charmingly low budget. Old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie. I kinda wish I wasn't busy right now. I'd definitely be down with reality show dating. With reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album upcoming tour, finalising the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out, IP Island. It's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers? Take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking your favourite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them like Ghosts. Don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand. But we have a game to get back to and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever. I don't care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Soap. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's a thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-ins? I was looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay. Never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in the game. It's okay. We don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down. This chair is wet. Yeah, the ocean pissed on it. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How is that? You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Wraith get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is life that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, the sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls. It's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please, get me out of this polo shirt. Oh look, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Ah, well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyways, it seemed like everyone else has had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is gonna be a doozy. Soft sunlight? Jesus Christ. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're a killer crab as a pillow, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with it. You pull on your bench attire. You put on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on their faces excitement or terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time. Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly, the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-daft cameos in this show. I'm going to chew out his agent. But before they walk over to you for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Soap. It can't be easy being thrown onto a mysterious island for seemingly no real reason, surrounded by terrifying killers, trying to manage your most primal impulses. Murder and making out. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but... Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets, and if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look conspiratorial again. Well, I've seen the sparks flying between you and Huntress. I saw her whittling a little figurine of you last night while everyone else was asleep. So are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad, we're on a schedule. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares? Soap, who do you choose for the solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of a contestant's love and affection. Oh, right, I suppose, but no roses. They're such a cliche at this point. Right, well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Oh, beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saves some time for these. I hope Dwight saves some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry. You've got other things to think about right now. Soap, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? Obviously this lady. You turn to Huntress. She's never looked more appealing. Her caftan dress ruffles behind her in the light morning breeze. A seagull lands on her shoulder, like she's a beachy cartoon princess. She snaps the seagull's neck and stuffs it somewhere under her flowy dress, probably to save for lunch. Ugh, she can't help but hunt. Huntress, I choose you. Let's spend the day together and see if we think a future is possible for our love. Me? Really? Huntress throws her hands up in the air like a bear and gallops towards you. At first, you think she might swipe at you with her gigantic hands and knock the life out of you. Instead, she scoops you up into a hug and takes her place at your side. Oh, thank you, Isma. I appreciate it. Are you heading out? And she just stuck her tongue out at all the other killers. Sometimes the immature move is the right one. I'm sure it's sure to be a fun day. We'll just be here, not getting to really participate, even though survivors matter too. We'll go off and have a grand old time. Yep, just Claudette and I hanging out. No one competing for our love, wondering what we did in a past life to end up embroiled in this unrelenting misery. But go, have a blast. You'll stay until the bitter end. We gotta see if I get the booty, you know? Huntress eagerly leads you to the yacht to begin your romantic day together. You have to admit, warm, salty air on your skin, the sound of crashing waves. This is a pretty perfect morning, just you and Huntress. Hey kitties! Ugh, the ocean's here too. Did you know that I'm teeming with flesh-eating bacteria and dead bodies? That pesky ocean, always killing the vibe. You turn to Huntress. You're sure you're okay here on the ocean? I know you don't like to be out in the open. Something about being here with you makes me feel safe. You both sit down at a beautifully set table on the deck of the boat. A wide spread of mouth-watering breakfast goodies are arranged in front of you. Can we get you anything? You look a bit green. I get extremely seasick. And the trickster replaced all the island's Dramamine with party drugs, so... Wait, how did they get here? Weren't they just on the beach consoling the rejected killers? Are there more than 2 of them? You motion one of them over. We'll both take a screwdriver. Hold the orange juice. Of course. Hey, can you play this particular song for us? Set the mood. You hand Dwight a piece of paper with a song title written on it. Sure, though I doubt Trapper has it on his vinyl collection. Soon the haunting melody of the Huntress's mother's lullaby streams through the yacht's expensive stereo system. The boat rocks, so the rhythm of the song. The eerie, melancholy mood is quite very much so romantic. Breakfast has never been this intimate. You reach out to touch Huntress's hand when suddenly a loud bellow scares you. You knock your freshly poured flute of straight vodka onto the pristine deck. It's Trapper! He's screaming at us from the beach. Look how tiny he looks from all the way out there. Huntress squishes her head between her fingers, like a child, and giggles. Damn you both! The chairs you're sitting on are worth more than your lives. Get back here! He's not wrong. Hey, Claudette, take us further out. Aye, Captain. She can drive a boat? Guess we'll find out. Alone again, but nothing but the core of seagull and the ominous shadow of a creature lurking beneath the waves. I have something for you. For me? Huntress reveals a package wrapped in a bloodied apron. You clap your hands like a kid on their birthday. Her playful attitude is rubbing off on you. I made that mask you asked for. I almost forgot. But I bet you didn't. This is the whole reason you pursued Huntress, I bet. Definitely to get a mask of your own. No other reason. Here you go. Wow, I'm a furry. It's perfect. You sure about that? It certainly was a choice. You both laugh. You toss the mask off the yacht. Good call. The whole time I was making it, I was like, this is too weird. No amount of blood is ever gonna make it look cool. Let's go back to my place. She downs her screwdriver. Her straight vodka. There's no orange juice in there. The tension is palpable as you enter the cabin. You could cut it with a hatchet. Give me a break. It's day 3 of killer jokes. A narrator only has so much mojo. Huntress sits you down at the cluttered table in the kitchen. You notice the bloodstains that have crept into every nook and cranny of the wooden planks. What poor creature died on this table? Did they suffer? What do you care if they suffered? Get back in the ocean. Stop backseat or menacing narrating. Stay here. Don't move a muscle or I'll hear it. I can hear any mammal's tendons creak as they stretch. It's a gift and a curse. I'll be right back. Alone in the cabin. What to do? Tidy up. Clean up. Everybody do your share. You half expect a flock of adorable animals, adorable birds and cute little mice to come sprinting in and help you. But they don't, because this isn't some fantasy. This is gritty. This is real. Plus, I'm pretty sure she kills all the adorable birds and cute little mice. So you potter around the room by yourself, organising Huntress's various trinket collections. Oh no, we're organising her stuff, we shouldn't do that. Old bottles over here, discarded vintage dolls parts over there, various keys that don't open anything in particular. Doesn't she have a drawer filled with these? Everyone has a drawer like that. Then you lay a blanket down in front of the fireplace for no reason. No reason at all. You're certainly not imagining all the naughty things you could go down on such a blanket. What's that in her strong yet delicate hand? You reach out for her, longing to stroke her blood-battered hair and scratched-up shoulders. I thought we could get warm by the fire. She wags a finger at you, a bunnylicious smirk on her face. Not so fast. Remember when we talked about how there's more going on here? You nod like an idiot. Well, now I know there's something up. The other night while you were sleeping, like a cute little baby, I snuck into each of the killer's lairs and saw them with shiny objects that they've been stealing from me. I think they're connected somehow. Maybe it has to do with the symbol? I tried to go back last night, but something blocked me from picking up any of the objects. Someone or something knows I'm onto them. I think if you try, it might work. What do you say? Will you help? Oh, yeah, sure. A globe-trotting treasure hunt on the level of Nicolas Cage masterpiece? You can definitely count me in. Let's go. I'll be your guardian angel. You never know when one of those killers might pop up. You grab Huntress by the hand and practically trip over your own feet on your way out the door. It feels good to have a quest. Thrilling. But part of you is just wondering how quickly you can get through this and impress Huntress. Soon she'll take you in her yonked arms and you'll swoon. Your childhood crush on Popeye is making more and more sense. Where do you want to start? I get a choice? There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away with it. Which one will you investigate? We'll go to Trickster stage. Just have a look at that. You arrive at Trickster stage, but there's no one here. Not Trickster, not an audience, not anybody. Nothing eerier than an empty concert venue. Think of all the fringe that once swayed here. The beers that sloshed over red Solo cups. Mosh pits, tall guys standing in front of you for the entire show. Lifelong friendships that actually only lasted for one summer. Good times. My concerts are always an experience. You should really come to one of my after parties sometime. They're a real scream. I'll put you on the VIP list. I prefer acoustic Balakia music. Trickster, I've never listened to your music and I think sampling sounds of people's screams is very been there, done that. Hey, no one talks to Trickster like that. How do you know about my samples? Somebody is obviously a much bigger fan than they're letting on. Show me where Huntress's shiny mysterious object is, or I'll wipe that grin off your face with a chloroform-drenched rag. Way to harsh my mellow. Deranged violence and a torture is only cool when I do it because it's my commentary on a shallow society, and I make it look sexy as hell. Your thingamajig is that away. Trickster backs away from you and you resume practicing your intricate dance routine. The way you stood up to that bootleg Backstreet Boy just now, wow, if I weren't so strong and stable on my feet, I'd swoon. But it just wouldn't be believable. Find me my shiny thing, companion. Oh, frick. Okay, perfect. Shit. You missed completely. Concentrate, concentrate, concentrate. Yes. You did it! Your ability to find the unfindable is quite uncanny. A natural hunter, I must say. Do you think I might be able to find your heart? I would hope so. It's very important to locate and remove all integral organs as your prey. Of your prey. As soon as you fell them so their meat doesn't spoil. I found a coin and let me fly away. I found a coin. There are 4 killers. You can avoid going to Trickster stage a second time, which is good because the whole mood there is just off. Which one will you investigate? Let's go to Wraith. He said he had like shiny things, so... When you arrive at Wraith's oddball hangout zone, you immediately understand why they call it the Cosmic Dump. They being me, OVs. As if there are items and elements from all over the universe in this space. Also, it's a damned mess. But it's undoubtedly a special place. The very air you breathe makes you feel like you're a part of something much, much larger. I'm gonna go hunt us some lunch while you find the object. You know it when you see it because it's extremely shiny. Ugh, how long have you been standing there? Are we ever really there? I don't have time for your existential crises today, Wraith. Huntress and I are totally gonna get it on soon, I think. I hope. Look, I need to find a special object you have hidden here. You stole it from Huntress, and she knows it. So you're trying to figure out this whole thing too, huh? Come check this out. Bit of a subject change, but sure. It's Wraith we're dealing with after all. Wraith leads you to a telescope. Through it you can see a far-off island in the distance. That's the Trickster Island, is it not? That's where it stages? Holy smokes, is that... Sorry, I actually have no idea what that is. Would you mind filling me in? It's IP Island. Where all the coolest killer from intellectual properties that we're legally obliged not to mention by name hang out and party with Hollywood celebs and Silicon Valley Mongols. That's not even all. Zoom in, over there. It's Ghostface! I said not to name them. Oh, jeez. Now I'm gonna have to clear the rights. You have no idea how much my lawyer charges by the hour. I'm sorry, he just kind of popped up. I'll tell you something. Something crazy's going on here. I'll have you know, I wasn't trying to steal anything from Huntress. I was just looking for answers, but also occasionally losing said answers. Yep, that's right, the thing you're looking for, I can't actually find, so good luck, I guess. Oh good, a mini game. Haven't seen one of these before in the past 10 seconds. I'm ready. I'm ready, I'm ready. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Yes, that was a perfect one. Ooh. Yes, let's go. You see an old pair of glasses on the ground and quickly grab them. You found it, so shiny. I knew I could count on you, Soap. And that's saying something because I literally never learned to count via any traditional system of numbers. Let's get out of here. Nice. So we have a coin and we have some glasses. A lady like Huntress deserves whatever she wants. You spend a moment imagining Huntress with glasses. Would she wear them over the mask or under? Hey, that's not just some junk. Those are my reading glasses. Oh, he's mad. I just subscribed to highlights. Well, tough shit. It's mine now. We'll do Trapper last. I kicked Wraith out. This place is spooky as heck. Wasn't the beach sunny and beautiful just a moment ago? So you're telling me that your precious shiny thing is up there? It's pretty great, right? Finally a good chance to activate these quads. You don't get legs like this from standing still. But you already know I love a good workout. Running, jumping, climbing, roughhousing. Ooh. Get that damned shiny thing before your immeasurable horniness melts your brain and it runs down out of your ears already. Yeah, I called it. I called it out. It's obvious to everyone. Just own it. So, shall we? Inside the lighthouse, it's so dark that you can barely see the step in front of you, but that's okay, because you've got about 100 stairs to practice getting the hang of this in the dark. However, something about this gloomy place is wearing you out and messing with your otherwise happy horny aura. You can practically feel your mild going down and down as you climb up and up and up, higher into the lighthouse. Before you finally arrive at the top, Spirit, you're looking pretty pleased with yourself. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this whole being dead thing. Did you totally get sadder the closer you got to the top of the tower? That was me, baby. I've got to share the wealth, and by wealth, I mean unending despair. You're probably here for one of your precious shiny things that I've stolen. Good luck finding it. I'll be over there reading if you need me. Let's find that shiny thing. Anything to brighten the mood in here. Don't miss the treasure. This is a treasure hunt, not a treasure miss. It is not a treasure miss. You're right. This is a treasure hunt. Yes. Okay. Ooh, let's get a bit harder. Oh! That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Yes! You're really going a long way to prove your dedication to me. You know I noticed, right? I can see a raccoon lick itself from 200 yards away in pitch darkness. I definitely see you working that little butt off for me. A shark. Rah, rah, rah. A bottle opener, really? This is the fancy item? Whatever. You're a real team player. Hey, no, stop. The spirit doesn't even look up from her book. I think you'll be just fine if you peace out. Peacing out. Right, we've got Trapper's Cave now. Let's go. There are two ways to get to the Trapper's Cave. Due to the whole, trap-based character theme he's got going on, you can rest assured that either one or both of these pathways is filled with traps. You turn to Huntress for advice, but she only giggles and shrugs her shoulders. You're on your own, it seems. Let's go through the forest, because she's good through the forest. Ah yes, the forest. Underground, I mean, come on. Putting yourself in the ground voluntarily? That's just asking to be buried. Dead, alive, does it matter? The surface is where you belong. The light cascading through the leaves of the trees, it casts a hazy glow as you wander into the brush, leaving the cabin behind. But no matter, is this the Huntress's domain? You think that'll keep you safe, eh? Well, you thought wrong. As soon as you step off the beaten path, it lands in one of Trapper's bear traps. He saw he'd get ya. You can hear his mechanical laugh as you bleed out. Ha ha ha, you stepped into one of my bear traps I swore I'd get you with. I just said that. I've seen a lot of trapped animals and I can confirm, he gotcha. Ah well, crap. It's fatal. Darn it, Trapper, not again. Oh. Oh. Are you joking? I got to do all of that again, bro. That is just not cool. That is just not cool. I got to do all of that again. Tidy up. That's what we did. Is there a skip button? I don't know. Can I save this so I don't have to do this again? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Well, we'll do what we did, I suppose. Trace the stage. Hey, Bidoof. It is a Bidoof. We went all the way back here. Save again. Yeah. Just keep saving it. Oh shit, okay. I was too busy clicking. Don't bedoof me! I did it, yay! Right, we did the coin. GG's. I just want to do it so if we like fuck it, but I don't think. Then what we did the cosmic, the wraith. Okay, let's go there real quick. I won't be pressing too crazily because I want to make sure I. Oh yeah, then Ghostface comes up. I can do it until then. Hey mate. Okay, mini game. Let's go. There we go. Yes. What we do for titties. Get it? Yeah, we got it. There we go. Okay. So we don't want to go through the... I mean, I did pick through the forest because I thought the Huntress was going to save me, but it kind of makes sense. You can hide traps in, like, the forest, you know? I'm guessing if we don't get the shiny things, it's kind of like bad. Yes! Let's go. Let's try this again, shall we? We'll save it here so we don't have to do all this again. Okay, Trapper's Cave. Let's go the underground tunnel. Sounds secretive. No one can stop you if they can't see you. That said, no one can rescue you if they can't hear you scream. And nobody will need to waste time burying you if you're already underground when you die. But you're not gonna die, are you? Nah, we're not gonna die. We're not gonna die. Surely a dimly lit tunnel like this must be rife with traps. However, you managed to make your way along, distinctively uncaught by any traps, rusty, bare or otherwise. I got this. You're doing great. You're not afraid at all? Who, me? Nah, I gotta say, this is up there among the nicest damp and seemingly abandoned tunnels I've ever wandered through. Look, it even has lights. Inspired by Huntress's bravery, you dig deep inside yourself and summon courage of your own, which is good, because you're gonna need it if you're gonna head through that very murdery looking passageway ahead. I never said pass away. You enter into a humid, shadowy cave. Dripping water echoes all around you. It's definitely not cozy like the cabin you left behind. You wonder, how deep does that pool of shiny water go? Let's get this over with. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see Trapper. He leans against the wall of the cave like a detective in an old film noir. I knew you'd come. Trapper, get out of our way or I'll skewer you and serve you for lunch. You're wasting your time. You'll never find what you're looking for. Unless what you're looking for is a mini-game? Hey Jazz, how you doing? What? A mini-game? How unexpected. How playful. How about you play it right now? Find Huntress's lost shiny thing. Peel them eyes. You're on the hunt now. No worries. No worries. It's alright. It's alright. Did you get in late or... Your phone was charging. Oh, no worries. I thought like you were like working super late or something. That would have sucked. Oh, I missed. It's fine, I think. You did it. You found my lost shiny object. I'm so grateful. I could kiss you right now, but I won't because I'm pretty sure Trapper didn't actually leave and he's still over in the shadow watching us. No worries, Jazz. Have a good sleep. Have a good sleep. Later, Trapper, you thieving little perv. Hey, that's not fair. I'm huge. Come on, Soap. Let's hurry to the next place. We did it, though. We did them all. You found Huntress' shiny thing, and well, I think it's just a regular old pen, but we don't need to point it out. She's happy, and that's all that matters. Phew, that was fun and scary. Good to see the other killers are taking their heartbreaks in stride, more or less. Have a good weekend, everyone. Oh, thanks. And you got a really nice tour of some of the island's lesser-known haunts. Haha, boom, still got it. We make a pretty good team, you and I. What can I say? I appreciate a fine collection. Now that yours is back in order, maybe we can head back inside to appreciate it. And you collect a certain other special gifts I've been meaning to give you? A special gift? Is it shiny? I suppose it could be, if you oil it up enough. I'm gonna be ill. I think I'm talking about my willy. When you enter the cabin, it's dark, barely lit. Deep shadows stretching from wall to wall. Somehow it manages to be a little bit terrifying, but also a little romantic. But you barely even notice. You've got other things on your mind. You practically undressing each other as you walk through the door. Minds elsewhere. Neither of you realise the door was wide open already. You were incredible. Every time you found one of the object, my heart beats faster and faster. Darren! It's fine. It's fine. Your nimble hands. Is there anything they can't find? The fireplace is crackling. Your heart is pounding. The smell of cinnamon is in the air. But wait. Who is that? Is that her mum? Huntress quickly pulls her beach cover back up on. Back up on? Yep, sure. My darling! An older Russian woman, bearing a striking resemblance to Huntress's, sits, warming her hands by the fire. She turns to you, and you're shocked to see that she appears to come from a completely different time in history, wrapped in old, unfamiliar clothes that are completely out of place here at this beach. I was about to get some booty, and your mum turns up. It's not very cool. Linda, why did you turn up? Without thinking, you blurt out, what an honour! It's you! I can't believe this. You're the Mama Huntress. I've been dying to meet you. Well, nearly. Can I help you with anything? Glass of vodka? A hatchet for revenge on an elk who slayed you? Oh no, my child. I'm quite content. Just happy to know that my little darling is taken care of. Huntress chuckles nervously. Hi, Mama! Claudette and Dwight burst in like they're in a prank video. It's the Prank Patrol! Bet you weren't expecting this date to include meeting her mum. What? Hey, Huntress, how do you feel about your dear old mum coming to interrupt your date? Huntress throws a hatchet directly at the two survivors. It skewers the wall in between them. Without another word, they quickly scurry away. Good girl. Huntress turns to you. I hope this is all right. I was kind of hoping to bang. Of course, it's okay. I give great parent. That wasn't English. Huntress breathes a sigh of relief. It's just not the mood I thought we were coming back to, but I'm here now. I'm in it. I'm ready to meet your mama. 69? There's no 69 going on. The mum's here. Thank goodness, because my mother is the only person, most important person in my life. We Russians invented tea. Did you know that? Mama Huntress shoves a cup in your hand. As you drink your tea with her, the air becomes warm around you. You and Huntress and her mother sit by the fire and exchange stories and anecdotes. Mama pulls out some old-timey pictures of young Huntress in black and white, holding bloodied animal corpses with a chilling, dead-eyed stare. You all laugh and eat raw meat of some kind. It's a lovely time, almost like you're back at home. You've forgotten that you're on a possibly cursed island atop with what is most likely some sort of hellmouth? Look, that's not official law. I just call it like I see it. Every so often, Mama Huntress clutches her stomach and her eyes stare in the middle distance. She mutters some sounds as if reliving the moment she was skewered by an elk. It's very grim. I like you. Thank you for indulging me in my tea and stories. So tell me, what are your intentions with my... I'm guessing that says daughter. That means bunny. But you guessed that already, didn't you? Or by now you've got your translator app ready? Oh, no. To start a family together. All that's on my mind is family. To forge our own forest dwelling with a brood of half a dozen at least, hunting side by side forever. Mama Huntress smiles at you. She reaches into her bloodied coke and pulls out a handkerchief with a flower on it. For you. The one worthy of my Anna. Use it to clean your hatchet, but off. of viscera. Viscera? Yeah. You take the handkerchief. It's soft and smells like spices. I'll take good care of this. You point to Huntress. Her, on the other hand, she can take care of herself. Huntress is ecstatic. You've won over Mama. No easy task. My time on this plane is coming to an end. The weird magic from that ghost girl's black lighthouse won't keep me here for long. I don't want to get into the logic of this, but yeah. The black lighthouse can bring ghosts back to life if you're still here. You're willing to believe anything. It was Spirit who brought you back? I have to thank her. Huntress's mama begins to fade. Huntress cries. You can picture her at a 6-year-old lying over her mother's dead body. I fully support this union. I feel good leaving my daughter on this cruel earth with you. You share a meaningful look with the mother of your beloved. Mama Huntress fades away, leaving you and Huntress alone again. Well, she's not going to want to frick now. Not a second later. Claudette and Dwight storm back in, never alone for too long on this island. It's time for a madratic scene between lovers. Shall we adjourn to the forest clearing for ambiance? I don't know what's going on. You and Huntress start holding hands in the forest clearing. Dwight and Claudette watch your interactions closely. Too closely. Hey, I really love hanging out with you. I think it's time. Time? Time for oh my, okay, I'm ready for this. Time for you to call me by my real name, like my mother does. Will you call me Anna? Oh yes, of course. I think Anna is a beautiful name, and you're a beautiful person, Anna. Mum dies, what Sophie's thinking. Man, she ain't gonna fuck me now. Soap, do you know that what I'd like to do right now with you, beneath the moonlight? I'm feeling closer to you than ever before, and there's nothing I'd rather do right now than... She averts her eyes. Does she mean what you think she means? No, she's looking right at Dwight and Claudette. Chop up these two fools with you. Absolutely! My hatchet is as sharp as my love for you. Let's get bloody. It's a gruesome scene as you and the Huntress go to town on these innocent survivors who just wanted to help you guys out. We were being forced to help you. Ah, can't hear you, hun, on account of the coagulating blood in your mouth. Ah! Once you've made quite a mess of the survivors, you and Huntress look at each other with their manic eyes. Shall we return to the cabin? I'd love to get you out of that beach wear into something a little less fair. Thought you'd never ask. Once inside the cabin, Huntress strips off her caftan, revealing every curve of her muscle. Right, I might have to. I'm just gonna have my finger on the possibly get rid of button, just in case something shows that shouldn't be shown. You follow her lead, disrobing for the first time since waking up here on the island. Yeah, you've been sleeping in your clothes. No judgment. It's a strange place. You kiss, and yes, if you were wondering, it looks like she's going to keep the bunny mask on for this sexy time. This is the part where I skedaddle. Decapitations? Sure. Tiger maulings? Love it. Dudes crushing other dudes? Oh my god, in car crushes? Gotta have it. But hanky-panky? Wait, is it weird? I think it's weird to sleep in the same clothes you've been wearing for 3 days. I think that's weird. If you've already been wearing them for 3 days and you haven't, changed them, I think that's what it means. Hanky-panky, that I can't handle. I'll leave you horny kids to it. Ah, je ne m'en... Qu'est-ce que... Whatever that means. What? Just because Huntress speak Russian doesn't mean I do. I speak Canadian French. It's a thing. Look it up. Am I nervously running my mouth now just to give you some alone time in the dark? Maybe. Stop me if you've heard this one. A hillbilly, a doctor, and a clown walk into a bar. What if it's the clothes I had on for the day? I think it depends. If you are really tired and you just fall asleep, I think that's fine. But I love my pajamas, you know? I love changing into my pajamas. Fine, we'll get back to it. Post doing it, you and Huntress lie together in the warmth of the fire. Everything is so perfect. You imagine Mama Huntress smiling down at you from beyond. Then you realise, that's pretty gross to imagine her having just watched all of that, and you try to stop thinking about it. That was incredible. You're telling me. The door to the cabin creaks open. You cover yourself with a blanket. Oh god, a severed arm claws its way through the door, leaving a trail of blood in its wake? No, We've walked right into a scene into a horror film. As soon as people have sex, they die. Not when I'm around. Huntress procures a hatchet from out of nowhere. Was I in bed with you guys? Oh, the wriggling torsos of Dwight and Claudette follow their chopped up limbs. Slowly, the pieces of their bodies start to pull themselves back together. No way. What the fuck indeed, my friend? You thought that this island would let us die? Permanently? Haven't you ever played Dead by Daylight? Come on, we have to get to the final scene. I mean, decision. I always sleep in my normal clothes. Oh, I mean, that's fair. I always have, like, set clothes for going to sleep in. Claudette and Dwight lead you and the Huntress back to the empty beach. You both bask in the glory of being freshly laid. Huntress mummy! Yas! I mean, I met her mum. And then she approved. So we fricked her. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Like some sort of laundry detergent. Freshly laid? Actually, maybe that's good. I'll get my agent to start circulating that. The island is strangely quiet. No sarcastic remarks being... No sarcastic remarks disguising a broken young woman from spirit. No strange, wide-eyed stares from the socially awkward wraith. No threats of imminent violence from Trapper. Even Claudette and Dwight are tightly lipped. They almost seem zombified. Last day, you beautiful piece of meat. You've done so well. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of salt water do you think I am? Oh, I thought that was the end. A whoosh of dark energy surrounds you and disappears as quickly as it came. The island noises begin to return. No sustastic, exactly. Birds chirp in their trees, the grass rustles in the light breeze. And oh look, the other killers are all here at the fire pit to watch the finale ceremony. I can't wait any longer. The pomp and circumstance is agonizing. You're telling me. Stick to the script, Claudette. Okay, so, Huntress, how do you feel about the newcomer? Are they everything your murderous little heart has ever longed for? Huntress stares you down for an agonizing moment. She steps towards you. My dear, I think this is true love. Come with me to the Red Forest. Let's hunt in the woods together and have a family bursting with babies. We'll raise them as fierce warriors who can defend their family and home. In just a matter of days, you've gone from completely alone to being the start of a clan of warriors. Didn't see that one coming. Wraith starts a slow clap, but no one joins in. Typical. Whatever. Love is a concept made up by the greeting card industry. I'm out of here. Spirit floats back to her black lighthouse. Look at you. Look at you? Look behind you, it's Trapper. Huntress, you bested me. He turns to you and offers his leathery hand for a handshake. Congratulations, Soap. I don't shake hands with losers! Trapper's eyebrows shoot up, and then he smiles. Didn't see that one coming. You're alright, kid. I mean, I hate you completely. I want to kill you mercilessly, but you're alright. But wait, you haven't said anything to Huntress. I love you too! Yes, let's move to the Red Forest immediately. Is 12 kids too many? Maybe in this economy, but who cares? Your heart is overflowing with joy as you and Huntress embrace. Is this what you've been missing your whole life? A woman with shoulders the size of mountains who won't take off her bunny mask even during intimate times? Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes! You stare into the sunset and picture your life together. Happiness is real. Huntress lifts her mask and you finally lay your eyes on her breathtaking natural beauty. You know, the cabin I grew up in doesn't have the amenities that my luxurious new beach house has. I'm used to living as a beast, bathing in the river, running wild through the bushes. While telling you this, Huntress has left her bathing suit behind and entered into the jungle. You haven't lived until you've been one with nature. Rawr! You chase Huntress into the woods, leaving your own bathing suit behind. The end. Let's go, we got some ass. Let's go, we got some ass. Ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 da.